We sailed too late for the horn's cold roar, so we bent our course for a gentler shore, past Brazil's heat and the Cape's white crest, chasing the sun on a northern inquest. On a pale dawn swell with the seabirds cry, New Holland rose where the reefs lie shy. Our first stop was in a shark-crowded sound, and I rode Shark Bay on that rust-red ground. After a month we set off in the morning steam, New Hanover shining like a half-born dream, New Ireland's cliffs in a copper glow, and New Britain's ridges in a twilight row. I stood on the deck with my charting hand, tracing the breadths of the stranger land, where currents twisted in secret lines like silver serpents through coral spines. The crew cried out when the tides drew thin, a quiet scene where two seas spin, and there I mark with steady rate the passage now called Dampier Strait. We gathered clams like giants' bowls, their shells wide as a sailor's soul, strange blue fish with a drifting glide, and cuddling deep as a midnight tide. Bright feathered wings in the mangrove bloom, spices thick as a perfumed room, and rocks where the winds carved hidden lore. I rode it all, craving only more. 3 logbooks filled with the world's new face, every smell, every taste, every breathing place. I pressed each sample with a reverent care for England's scholars who never fare there. But as we turned toward homebound seas, the world grew still in an omen's breeze. The roebuck groaned with a wounded keel, her ribs complaining like iron on steel. We patched her leaks with our tar and rope, but planks give way when they lose their hope. And all my finds, my months of grace, lay trembling on that failing trace. The hull split wide like a weeping eye, the hull drank deep with a drowning sigh. My drawings floated like ghost white leaves, my samples sank through the tidal leaves. I reached to save each precious page, but salt water swallowed a scholar's wage. The oceans I charted claimed their due, and every note I love passed through. We ran her aground on Ascension Stone, the wreck behind us a splintered bone. And so I stood with empty hands, no charts to show the distant lands, no trophies of the world I'd seen, just salt and memory in between. I found a berth on a passing keel, a quiet ship of tempered steel, with nothing left but the tales I'd keep. I sailed for England poor and deep, no sketches left, no pages dry, just memory held against the sky. And I whispered low to the hungry blue, I'll write them again if the seas let me.